So we're here at Tiffin and SteadyCam and all these other things. Now SteadyCam is really the originator of the kind of the person-based stabilization system for the cameras. And here you can see this is a big SteadyCam, and here you can see it. Now what it's designed for, of course, is this whole rig here is is designed to create some stability. So that's a lot of weight, and trying to hang on to that is going to be difficult. And so this allows it to stay nice and steady. And you see a big old camera here, and it evens it all out so you can run along, move along, do all those things. And the camera stays nice and steady as you're going through it. And this is really the standard. Now, there's a lot of different versions of it. So you saw that. That's a big one. Let me show you a couple other ones here. This one has got a crazy arm, which is slightly insane. You can see the big gnarly arms. This is what takes all the weight off of that process. Now here you can see if we go over here, this is the Pilot, and I have to admit, this is actually the one that we're actually looking at right now. And so this is kind of a miniature version. So if you've got a little camera, up to about 10 pounds, so whether it's an EX or an EX3 or EX1 or a Canon, all of those kind of things will pop onto the top of this guy. And then you have, look at this little arm, isn't it cute? It's like a cute little arm. And then you have, of course, your vest. So that'd be the vest that I throw on there. And really, it's a lot more doable in a lot of ways. Now, this one's about $5,000 for this Steady, or $4,000 for the SteadyCam. They can go up to about $60,000. It just depends on how big the camera is, mostly, and how many bells and whistles that you want to put on it. But it really, there is a fit and finish that you get with SteadyCam that I just haven't seen with any of the other options. It is the priciest version to go on oftentimes, but there's just a certain level of as far as a total package. We're going to see some other ones. We've looked at other ones that are actually really gnarly and have some great tools. But the overall feel and an overall system from the vest all the way out, we just haven't seen anything that is quite as refined as what we see with SteadyCam. So we're here at GlideCam. Now GlideCam is yet another, personal stabilization system. So again, very much like some of the other ones that we've looked at. And but what they really got to be known for at the beginning was a cost-effective solution. So you didn't have the money for a SteadyCam, but you still wanted something that was like it. And they've really built up into something that is a lot more built up. I mean, so here you have an X22 with an X45 sled. Now, this says $13,500. That may seem like a lot, but to find a similar solution that handles the same size cameras is a lot more expensive, probably twice, 2, sometimes 3 times more expensive. So it's a very cost-effective way. Now, it tends to feel a little bit more burly and a little less refined than some of the other ones, but it is a very, very cost-effective, and it's going to give you all of that control, all of that stabilization for a lot less money. And so, so for people who are looking for a more cost-effective way to throw their red camera onto something and move it around, GlideCam is definitely worth throwing onto your vest. Go out and try it out and see if it solves your problems, because if it does, it's going to save you a lot of money. So, of course, a lot of us think of SteadyCam or GlideCam. There's another player here, and it's a very unique player. It's called MKV. So what you have here is this arm, and this is what really they specialize in. And one of the big advantages is it's very modular. So it's not a one package fits all, or you get a medium package, a big package, and so on and so forth. What you're actually getting is a rector set for a stabilization type product. And so you can start off with smaller spines here, but you can slowly build those up. You can change the way you have the monitor set up or the battery set up, what kind of camera and what kind of rigging you have around all of that. And all of that is simply it's something that you can keep on tweaking and keep on changing as you need it. Now, this is all they focus on, and then they add on to other things. And so you might here's a vest that you might pick on actually, or if you want to, you can actually attach it to a Segway. So look at this. So here's a Segway. A lot of times you just can't run fast enough or smooth enough to keep up with something. And so what this gives you is up to, I think, 18 miles an hour. Is that right? Yeah, so about 18 miles an hour. Evidently in California you probably have to get a permit to put it on the sidewalk, but outside of that. Now this is a SteadyCam arm. So this is really, they don't build this part. They just go ahead and use the SteadyCam. This is the Segway. They are the distributor for this. And here you can have a lot of stabilization control here for and it's just the perfect marriage of stabilization, speed, everything. I just love the idea. And again, and what you have here is a super stable solution to actually make that work. So once again, this is MKV.